Yo, what's up everyone? This is CryptoBox with another video. We create videos about blockchain games, NFTs, and more. So consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss big opportunities. So in today's video, we have Outer Ring MMO, or just Outer Ring, the project itself. It's a pretty cool project. I've actually seen so much about this project, and also one of my admins has actually gave me the idea of making a video of this project, so thank you to Happening. And so here we have Outer Ring, audited by Certic actually, so that's pretty cool. You can see 90 security score, looks pretty good and everything. You know, analysis, Skynet's running on it, 24/7 running security intelligence engine. So you can tell that this is a pretty serious project right off the bat. It's a Binance Smart Chain based project. You can see this is their Twitter with over 36,000 followers, which is crazy because if you look over, you can also see the amount of engagement they get per post. And normally you would see like most Twitter pages with like 30, 40, 50, 60,000 followers, but you know, they get like what, 20 likes, 30 likes. Here you get like 400, 300, 250 likes each post, and you get all the interactions, engagements, and you can tell that these are followers that are interested in this project, and the hype is actually going around the project, so that's a good thing, obviously. If we go over to their website here, we can see it's a deep space MMO, a player-driven experience, and as you can see, there's some cool graphics about the game and just screenshots and artwork they've been working on. And if you scroll down here, you can see that they're on PancakeSwap and BuySwap, and you can see a sci-fi MMO RPG with extensive lore, so that means it has a bunch of story writing in it. A token-based economy system with 5 races and 3 factions, and you're fighting for the control of the galaxy and its resources. So, here you have a little video that you can watch yourself. You have their roadmap. So if we go over real quick here, we can see that this is their roadmap. Looks pretty cool. You know, not your ordinary roadmap. You can see 2018 they started their game concept and developing, and there is some type of proof of this actually. If you look over here, you have joined in August 2020, and if you just look over their developing company, you can see some history with it. If you look over here, we can see 31st of January 2022, they have their public tech demos, and 3rd Feb, they had their audit for tech rate, and then they had their Certic audit in 25th of February 2022, and then 2 and 3 2nd and 3rd of March 2022 they had their IDO, and then 3rd of March their TGE listing on PancakeSwap staking system, and they're doing things very fast, as you can tell. Like, it's going insanely fast. From 31st January we just had their public tech demos, and from then on, in just 3 days we already had their public sale. So you can see that in March, just March itself, they're gonna try to get listing in a top 5 CEX. They want to own a decentralized exchange. They want to have a marketplace. They want loot boxes, launching their open beta, housing and lands, and just a lot of different things. As you can see, like adding planets and cities and housings and lands and more planets. It's pretty cool. It's something out of ordinary. But it actually does look pretty good. Here you can see that this is their team, and right off the bat you probably like turned off or something because you can't actually see that they're doxed. But guess what? They are actually doxed. As you can see, LinkedIn. You know, you just going over them, you can see that they're all doxed. Literally every single worker, employee, or whatever position that they work in the company is a Dox member. So you can also see what they're there for. Their legal issues, technological and blockchain advisors, marketing, game development, management, and just more to be announced. So they do have a fully doxed team. They have a Certic audit with the Skynet 24/7 running, which I've never seen a project even try to get that. So that's a first timer, and that's a good thing that they do have that, because it's 24/7 protection. And basically, this could be one of the safest projects I've seen yet. Now, in safest, I don't mean safest investment. I do not mean that. I'm not a financial advisor, and you should always do your own research. But by safest, I basically mean like the companies behind are doxed too. So if you go over here, you can see Maniac Panda Games is the brand created by Windex Technologies for its gamification and video games division. If you look over here, Windex Technologies is a technology company made up for an interdisciplinary team dedicated to development of applications and gamification. So Outer Ring is basically their best bet of their blockchain game, and you can see Windex Technologies has invested 1.5 million euros in Outer Ring so far and is looking for equity partners to take on the entire project. So if you couldn't tell already, Windex Technologies owns Maniac Panda Games, and Maniac Panda Games owns Outer Ring. So it looks pretty authentic. The project looks pretty good. You have their whole white paper explaining about everything I could think of on the project. Monetization means basically that how will they be, rewarding players, and that's from fees that are done in the game, the marketplace, the player-to-player sales, the auction house, the in-game advertising spaces, merchandising, and etc. So these are basically just monetization of the whole platform, project, whatever you want to call it. And then here you can see there will be inclusion of special and occasional events where users will have the option to participate by viewing, acquiring skills, cosmetics from the event itself, some examples of which are given below. Concerts and designers in Fortnite. If you don't know what Fortnite is, it's basically a third-person shooter fighting FPS type game. It's not FPS though, it's third-person shooter. And you can see electronic music. They would have Ariana Grande, this person right here, I'm pretty sure, J Balvin and Balenciaga as a brand. So as you can see, the clothing here and everything. So they're trying to, or they want to basically make events just like Fortnite did, which, those events obviously got, those companies did pay to get Fortnite into there, and that's to increase brand recognition and all that and etc. And also, it's a pretty good way to also just grow your platform like Fortnite did. So that's what I'm thinking here. You can see these are like milestones they want to reach and what they've done. Their tokenomics, their detailed tokenomics. So if you look over here, or if you just go over to their website right here, we have history of what is Outer Ring, the Outer Ring team, which we just looked out, the different 5 races where you have Earthlings, Scavengons, Bands, Mechs, Oracles, and then actually they're gonna also have virtual reality game scenarios and all of that. So you can actually click enter and check it out yourself. You have more news about the game and blogs, and then you have the tokenomics that I was talking about. So they have a supply of 10 million, and as you can see, this is for their token GQ, and they have the phase 1 angel, it's called, of 300 million, which is basically a safe round. And then they have the seed sale, which is 10%, which is about 1 billion tokens, and the token price was about 1/10 of a cent, so basically way less than a cent. And then you have their private sale taking 20%, which is 2 billion, which was still just a little over the seed sale. And then you have the IDO of 4%, which is 400 million tokens. Liquidity takes 10%, which is 1 billion tokens. Treasury takes 20%, which is 2 billion tokens. Staking and in-game rewards takes 26%, which is 2.6 billion tokens. Advisors takes 5%, which is 500 million tokens. And lastly, team takes only 2%. That is really low. Like, I've never seen any team take less than 10%. So this is something that is new to me. I don't know why it's that low. It's probably because they might have fees and all of that to cover up for that. So this team will just have 200 million tokens locked for themselves, and then they will also have other things like their fees, in-game marketplace fees, and all of that, which will just generate them some more tokens to give back and also to generate some revenue. You have all their different platforms. As you can see, they have so many different partners. If we look over here, we have their diamond partners, which is the highest tier of partners they have. Then you have this type of partners, as you can see, a lot of them. And then you have gold partners, and just keeps going. And then you have their launch pads, like what they had. And that's basically it. So if you're gonna tell, Outer Ring looks like a crazy project. I don't know about the game exactly, if it's as crazy as the project itself. But seeing a project have this much, backing to it, with all those partners and details about it, and the white paper, and the community, their Twitter followers, their audit, their Skynet 24/7 thing, it looks pretty good. It's not something that you should invest into. That's up to you. You have to make that decision yourself and do your own research. But tell me, what do you think of Outer Ring MMO? Hopefully you appreciate this video and learned something new. You can also join our Twitter and Discord server to be a part of a like-minded community. And don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.